This is Engadget Expand in New York City from the Jacob K. Javits Center. We are live on Be Terrific, and we're presented by Adorama Pix. You gotta Adorama Pix your pictures. It's just a great place, AdoramaPix.com. We're coming to you on GeekBeat.tv, of course on Be Terrific, and also on Planet5D.com, as well as a lot of other syndication partners. So wherever you're watching, thank you so much. We love you all. All right, we love you geeks, we love you Planet 5D'ers, and we love you all. All right, here's the thing. This next one, it just blows my mind. I'm so excited by it. And I really want like two of these. One for the studio in the office so we can do great Skype interviews and like have it be like this one's going to be. Number two, I want one for my house so when I travel, I can talk to my son Jack and he can feel like he's actually having a real conversation with me instead of a phone and FaceTime. This is called Beam. And, well, not to steal a phrase, but we beamed Reem up, and we did it with Scotty. And by the way, where are you? Palo Alto, of course, probably, right? Because that's Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I'm actually in Palo Alto at our headquarters, and I'm also hanging out with you in New York.
Exactly, which is amazing. And so that's Reem, and we've got Aaron here. And Reem and Aaron are from Beam. I kind of took that rhyme a step further. And we've got a nice speaker here and a great screen, and you look good. A good quality video, nicely lit as well, even with that outdoor light that's pouring in, which would be disastrous normally.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're actually here.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole point, right?
Absolutely. That's basically the whole point of Beam. So it's a smart presence system enabling someone to be in two places at once. And we operate off of Wi-Fi and 4G.
And you rolled right in here in this convention center where we can't get Wi-Fi or 4G. You figured it out, and you got right in here. You rolled right in set like you were walking in. It's pretty amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is super cool. I've never done an interview like this. I've done it over Skype, satellite, all this other stuff. But I really it almost feels like you're here.
Yeah, good point. And that's what's really unique about Beam is the mobility aspect. So you're your own commander-in-chief in the sense that you get to choose when you go left, right, backwards, forwards. It's all done in real time.
And I love that, I can even see the little, what you can see in the corner, but then you can screen share, right?
Yeah, yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Absolutely. So I can actually share my screen with you. This is what I see as the user.
Wow. So that's by the way, people are seeing this now. That's a behind the scenes of the Be Terrific set studio here. We've got the Easy Up tent, which is amazing, and that serves as our lighting truss and camera truss. And of course, we've got the innovative cart, which Peter is working on the TriCaster Mini. I believe this is the first time the TriCaster Mini has ever been used in a working environment like this. That's not a promotion for TriCaster, and it's working phenomenally. And then we've got me sitting on this is like a super wide angle. It's pretty amazing. And look at all the people watching this go down in the audience. Are you impressed by the set? Seriously?
No, it's awesome. And then I can also zoom in too. So if I want to like gaze into your eyes, let's say,
that sounds good.
I can zoom in and I can see you. And then just to get out of it, you just bring it back to one.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Now the only thing we need to do is we need to hook you up with a Rode microphone because Rode is the official microphone of Be Terrific. You've got one here, by the way, but we need one on your end.
Yes.
Well, we'll make that.
Prop. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So, how did you guys come up with Beam?
Okay, that's a good question. So originally, it's called Willow Garage, and it's robotics. And there was actually an individual called Henry Evans, and about him, he actually unfortunately suffered from a stroke, leaving him basically bedridden. So our CEO and founder, Scott, who's amazing, founding Willow Garage, he's been able to mimic Beam in a sense that he's able to operate it through his eye movements. So he's able to have life outside of his home. Normally you operate Beam actually through your arrow keys, but he's actually able to use his eyes. So that kind of was the birthing, I guess you could say, of Beam. I
think I need a remote control. Like I need a joystick for it. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, if you're a gamer, for sure, you can definitely use like an Xbox controller. I've actually done that a few times, and it's pretty fun. You don't feel like you're working when you're. It's like a virtual reality in a sense, but you're really there, and it feels so real. I'll be the first person to say I'm used to, a person-to-person connection. I love that. And one thing that working with Beam I've been able to actually have is still that connection. I actually started in the company in Palo Alto. Been with them for about a year. I live in Los Angeles now. And so what's really nice about that is that I actually feel very a part of the culture here in Palo Alto in the office, and I feel a part of the team still, even though I work remotely.
That's pretty amazing. I'm going to give this to Erin, so she's got a better reach. She's a little closer, and I think that's really amazing and awesome. I like this. What I like most about this technology is that it seems a lot more personable, and it seems a lot more personal. And there's been a lot of research about how, especially like I mentioned, traveling, and my son Jack and my wife Jill and my dog Nikki, they all miss me, and so. And I love them very much, and for them to have a little bit better interaction, there's a lot of research into how kids who have parents that travel and are traveling can really have a much better feeling of connection with their parent that's traveling by using something like this. It's also great for meetings, and you feel more connected and involved, and all these other things. And there are so many applications, like you said, for a stroke victim and all sorts of other things. I think that's awesome. I like the idea of using a game controller. Maybe we can get an old NES controller to work with that. That'd be so
yeah,
cool.
Right?
You're a geek. You're a total geek. That's awesome.
Thanks. And I'm real, I promise.
I think we just got 3 people in the chat room who are offering you marriage proposals.
Oh, thanks, guys.
So what's the technology that makes this work?
So the team at Suitable Technologies, in order to create Beam, we had to write our own video conferencing software. And one of the things that's really important on Beam is very low latency video and audio in order for the driving to feel like real time. In order for Reem to feel like that her controls and her movements are split second, we have very fast video, and what's a benefit is the audio is actually faster than a cell phone. We tested this. So the conversation is actually more real time than probably any other tool that you've used before.
Well, and the thing is, the quality of the video is so good. It really is, and I know how hard it is to transmit video. Trust me, it looks really good. Now, how tall are you, Reem, in person? And don't tell me you're taller than you are. Be honest.
I'm 5'6".
Okay, well, we're the same height. All right. So I would, which is good for you and bad for me, I would love to steal some height from you. Is it possible that if I were to get a Reem, I could make it taller and pretend like I'm actually taller? Because it's kind of lifelike, and I like that idea.
Well, one thing that we did through R&D was we found that we stand at 5'2", and we found that that's a really great height when sitting with somebody.
Yeah.
You're not towering over them, but also when you stand, you still feel like you have a presence with them.
Very cool. And this is being used in schools for students who are unfortunately stricken with disease and are ill and can't attend class. They can send this and participate still.
There's a university student in France who injured himself rock climbing, as college kids do, and from his hospital he was able to beam into his classes and fully participate. And we have a lot of more people with disabilities or might be temporarily hospitalized request this for the time when they're away, so they don't miss out on anything, and that's really welcoming to see.
The only thing would be interesting is if I had this at home and my son was playing and all of a sudden I snuck up on him with it, that would be kind of a little weird for him. But I love this. So, and it's reasonably priced, pretty reasonably priced, right? From what I understand, it starts at about $2,000. Is that right?
That's actually our new model coming out next year.
Okay.
So this model right here is called Beam Pro. Yeah. It's $16,000.
$16,000. All right.
Yes. And this is more the enterprise grade version. So we have a lot of businesses purchasing it for distributed teams, executives who are away on business travel. They can beam in back to their headquarters to be part of the team.
Yeah.
And you are a little taller, a little bigger, more adult sized.
Yeah.
The Beam Plus is coming out next year. That's for $1995.
All right.
So about $2,000. It's smaller in stature and drives a little more slowly, but far more aptly sized for the home. This is a little bit ominous for a house.
Yeah, sure. And then how quickly can I get that one for $2,000? Is that, I mean, you say next year? Next year is 2 months away.
We're starting ship. We took pre-orders earlier this year, and we're starting to ship out on those pre-orders at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Go online. You can pre-order a Beam Plus to get you in queue to receive it more so next year.
Okay. I like that. I like this a lot. How did you get involved in the company, Erin?
Well, I've been doing telepresence devices like this for 4 years now. So I did a different startup back in 2010, and other companies were exploring it. It was the rage of Silicon Valley. And when I learned that the team at Suitable Tech needed somebody to help with their marketing efforts and get this off the ground and make it known, I questioned them to make sure they made the technology work really well.
Yeah.
The issue with a lot of companies doing something similar is that they're piggybacking off of things like Skype or other video conferencing clients, which drop calls, aren't don't have low latency and aren't really designed for the kind of consistent bandwidth that this kind of call needs. The team at Suitable, when I interviewed with them a year or so ago, they did it right. They have the technology that works right, and I'm excited because honestly, when I hear about somebody with a disability beam into a conference, or somebody who really get access to a place that they wouldn't any other way before, my heart, like, it feels so rewarding to enable people to do that.
Will Beam Plus have the same technology in it, specifically not having to use Skype or something and using this kind of technology? Maybe not as enterprise solution, but it will have the same kind of technology?
The same exact video conferencing software will be used on Beam Plus. For example, how the way Reem is using this is she downloaded the Beam application on her computer.
Can you do it from a phone or a tablet?
So the only tablet you could use is going to be the Surface Pro because it runs off of Windows 8.
Sure.
But besides that, no.
And so you just need a laptop or a desktop or
Windows 7, Windows 8, or Mac OS X 10.6 or higher computer. Download the Beam application, have a webcam and microphone, and from your computer, when you open up the Beam, you'll see a list of beams you have access to. Now that list might be interlaced with Beam Pros or Beam Pluses. It doesn't matter. It's all operating on the same infrastructure. And so you might beam into a Beam Plus in the home or a Beam Pro at work, and it's all from the same control. So this is her list of beams that she has available.
And Reem, how did you get into the company? How did you get involved with them?
So I actually got involved about a year ago through one of my girlfriends. She got hired on basically when I did. So I just found it through a friend.
And being a geek,
that's the way to find it, right?
And being and being a geek, like you wanted in. Now, how long does it last on a charge? I saw 5 hours left. 5 hours, is that correct?
8 hours for a total charge.
Right. So right now, this one has 5 hours left. That's unbelievable. 8 hours on a total charge. You could literally.
It's a full work day.
Yeah, it's a full work day, and then you take a nap.
Or full show day. That's how we do trade shows.
Oh well, I mean, look, we don't stop doing this. I mean, this is gonna be dark. We'll still be doing a show. I think the audience would like that a lot.
Actually, I beamed in from my computer last night into this center to check up on my beams, and all the people wandering around the center were wondering, like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, oh,
I saw it moving around. We were here late, and you guys could check security later on the booth. That'd be great on our set. Now,
I'll give you some access to the beams.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You can do it yourself.
That would be fun. Oh, that'd be phenomenal. I would love it. Now, you drove in. It was like not on a track. There's no guide. You don't have a floor plan. You just, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
it's great because of the navigation camera I have. There's two. There's one above me, which above my screen, and one on the bottom, and that really helps me see my floor pretty much, and shadows and all of that.
Yeah, it's awesome. This is really, really awesome. And do you guys have one at home? Either of you guys, you travel a lot. Do you have one?
I ordered a Beam Plus.
You did?
So I probably won't keep it at home. I'm either going to give it to my grandmother so I can beam in to visit her.
Sure.
Or my brother and sister-in-law are having they're having a kid. They're having my parents' first grandkid.
Wow.
My parents live in Connecticut. They live in Houston. So I might send the Beam Plus to them so my parents can go visit with the grandkid.
See, that's great.
And be part of their life, even though they don't live in the same state.
I think that's phenomenal. And I think these are great. I think the only thing we have to keep in mind is we cannot replace human interaction with this. We can't, you say like, grandma and grandpa still got to go visit the kid, and they want to, but when they can't, this is a great fill-in, and I love that. All right, so Beam, how do people find out about it? How do they place their pre-order? I know it's Suitable Technologies, but do they go to beam.com or what?
It's suitabletech.com.
Yeah.
Or look up Beam Smart Presence, and we'll have our website come up, articles come up. And you can also, anybody, if they like, can arrange a test drive a Beam.
Awesome.
So on our website, or if you email testdrive@suitabletech.com, we'll arrange a time for you to download the Beam application software on your own computer, and then you'll be driving a Beam around our office in Palo Alto and gain the full tour.
You come say hi to me.
The guys that would be awesome. Absolutely. You guys hear that? You can all go say hello to Reem. And by the way, by doing the test drive, and by the way, the guys at geekbeat.tv, they are the most watched tech show in the world. I host for them a lot too. We do a lot of cross promotions there. We're syndicating to them, and we love Geekbeat. We love the geeks, right? Ben from Geekbeat said they need you guys to send one to geekbeat.tv.
Okay.
He gives the address. I can hook you guys up with that.
I'll ship them one right away.
Yeah.
I need to talk to their IT guys, though, to make sure it's going to work on their Wi-Fi.
How hard is it to set this up? Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it take a lot of process? And is that something that in Plus will be easier because it's for home use? This needs an IT department.
So the Beam itself is easy to set up. Similar to putting your computer on the internet, you plug a keyboard into a USB port in the back of the Beam, type in the SSID, type in the password, and you're on. We do need to talk to ID departments for corporate installation, just to make sure the firewalls and the right ports are opened up. And prefer that the Beams are on a dedicated SSID, so it gets the dedicated bandwidth they need.
Awesome. Did you hear that, by the way, guys? She's sending GeekBeat one. Hey, we need one for Be Terrific in the studio, all right? This is how we should be doing all our interviews.
Yeah, right?
Done. Awesome.
Give me an address.
You got it. And we'll have one for the Be Terrific, all our interviews, and we can all the ones that are remote like this, all the Skype ones, and we'll plug it every time. We'll call it the Beam interviews.
Okay.
And beam me up. Awesome.
Got a deal.
These, I have presents. That's terrific. Thank you. I have presents for you guys. Can you see this?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I'll bring it back to California for you.
This is what it is. It is the Wowie Electro Kid.
Okay.
And
love it.
When you're having a bad day, if you could possibly have a bad day working for Beam, but maybe something in your personal life.
Only if the internet doesn't work.
When you're having a bad day, you have this. I leave this on my desk. Play a little music. The hair starts moving. The thing starts jumping. Whoa, 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 whoa. And you just give it a little audio. It's a lot of fun. It puts a smile on your face. You each get an Electro Kid. They're available at Toys R Us for this holiday season. They have an exclusive low price. And Wowie makes a lot of great fun toys, including the MIP. So you got to check out Wowie and the Electro Kids. And those are yours, your parting gifts. Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you very much.
We'll have to figure out who gets which one. I'll bring it home for you.
All right.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, Reem. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, Michael. Thanks for having us. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on.
And you two have to fist bump. Fist bumps are 2D,
Let's do
so
it.
that's our handshake. Yeah.
My son loves doing that, so do I. Wait, one more time. We got to blow it up.
Okay.
We'll be back right after this on Engadget Live. Engadget Expand Live on Be Terrific, presented by Adorama Picks. You're on geekbeat.tv, Planet 5D as well, and everywhere else. Download our app, beterrific.com/app. We're back right after this live from the Jacob K. Javits Center in New York City.